Hey everyone, so it is here, the new Bronco Hardtop, and just wanted to kind of illustrate some differences between the turn-off road top and the OEM hardtop. I'll be throwing up a video as well on decibel readings. I have it on the soft top, I have it on the new top, I just need to get it on the OEM hardtop as well. But in this one I'm going to try and do just a cut and go video. We'll look at the differences in the colors, we'll look at the differences in the seams, we'll look at the differences in the roof racks, we'll go inside, obviously look at the latches. That's been a big issue for a number of people as well. You try and decide what you like and what you don't like. So anyway, let's take a look at it. Okay, so right off the bat you can see there's a bit of a difference on the slant on the back. Probably not quite as much as ADV's slant, so you may like that, you may not. I know some people felt like ADV's slant was a little bit too much and they liked a little bit straighter look like the OEM. Even here you can kind of tell the OEM has a very slight slant to it. The turn-off road just has a little bit more of a slant, sportier. So it's kind of between the OEM and ADV. So yeah, I like it because I do like more of a slant, more of a sportier look. Of course, the ride itself is a little bit more sportier than the wife's. It should be noted these are basically both Sasquatch. We've got the Badlands Sasquatch, and of course the Wild Track is Sasquatch by default. So I think first of all, some people were concerned about the turn off-road emblem. It's not that big of a deal. I actually have some black American flags that cover it perfectly. 5 by 3 inches, and they just use automotive 3M tape. I'm not going to cover it up just yet because Turn Off Road was an amazing group to work with. Would certainly like to send some more business their way with people that just kind of see it out on the street. Again, I think there's going to be so much business, whether it's Turn Off Road, ADV, any of the other third-party providers. There's going to be more than enough business to go around. Now, I really like this top. We came in from King of the Hammers, so I've got well over 1,000 miles on it already. Big difference relative to the soft top. But first of all, just kind of looking at the tolerances on these two. As you can see right there by the window, it's quite tight. Here you can kind of see it comes down right to the edge of the OEM windows. If we come over here, you can see much larger gaps, much larger gaps. I'm not saying that's good or bad, but I kind of like the tighter fit. Plus you don't end up with areas such as this, where you kind of have the gaps in the gaskets and the foam and everything. And then of course you got multiple pieces here that kind of come along here, all the way to the back, down the sides. Right, so it's almost as if it's many more pieces, whereas the turn off road, as you can see, is just one piece here. One thing that I do like is for the roof racks, billet aluminum. These do not budge whatsoever. I noticed on the wife's, if I so desired, even you can actually, there's a little bit of play in it there. So I think we'll find that the billet aluminum, those that overland or whatever, is going to give you a much more secure connection system. Same spot, same spacing as the OEM. So anything that can fit on the OEM will fit on the turn-off road. A little bit different on the hinges. You got the turn-off road hinges here. Look really nice. OEM kind of blends in with the top itself. Whichever you prefer aesthetically, basically, at the end of the day. Had been some concerns around the top being shiny. It has to do with the ceramic that they put on there to help keeping it from getting quite as dirty, easy to clean. There's really not much of a difference. I have not cleaned my fender flares, just washed it with soap and water. Usually I take a toothbrush with 303 and then put 303 protectant, and they basically would end up matching the top once they're actually clean. But again, came from King of the Hammers. I cleaned this top with nothing but water and a sponge, no soap. But let's take a look on the inside. Take a look at the latches. Now I did notice, still have the soft top in here, I did notice that when you put it in camera, the camera actually adjusts the exposure, and I've played with the camera. It makes the hinges stand out more than they actually do once you're actually in here. And when I look at it outside the camera, it's significantly darker. You kind of see where it's lightened up all of this area of the top. That's actually quite black when you look at it off camera. And so those latches actually blend in with the top. You really don't even notice them, to be honest with you. And I have liked them. When it was installed, they did say give it about a month or so and they'll kind of stretch out. You know, you'll want to kind of tighten them back down again. Well, when you're at King of the Hammers, I guess one day equals 1 month of regular driving. We really kind of beat it up quite significantly. So they pop off really easy, and you know, just a 10 millimeter wrench, you know, to tighten them down. But no, I've really liked the ease of use of them, and I mean they're tight. Again, there's no rattle, there's no squeaking at all. You know, once I tightened it back down from King of the Hammers. If I look at the wife's Wild Track, see here. I mean, I don't know. I guess you get used to the OEM and you think that, you know, that they're better looking. I don't really know if they are. To me, they actually stand out more than the Turn Off Road. And I know from having to use them, they're a little bit harder, with the exception of the ones on the side, because those operate much like Turn Off Road, although they're much larger. Turning these to tighten, you got to use a lot more force since you're turning instead of pushing or pulling. But you know, again, I'm fine with either one, to be honest with you. I do like the Turn Off Road and the fact that the headliner, it's pretty close to the same material as the OEM, except it completely covers all pieces, even underneath the clips, to where this is, you know, kind of like mix and match. You know, you got some pieces here, some missing there, extra piece of foam here that you can see. You know, so certainly some differences. As far as the squeaks, they're pretty comparable. Yeah, I'd probably have to say that maybe the wife's OEM squeaks mildly more, but again, it's basically the back window. I do have some grease that I have that's supposed to stop it. I just haven't put it on there yet. So, but anyway, so there you have it. The OEM versus the Turn Off Road. I'm loving the Turn Off Road, and there's no denying between the two. Just like that sportier look. Again, some people are still gonna like, you know, the straighter OEM look, and hey, that's perfectly fine. It's always good to have options. So anyway, hope this helped, kind of looking at the differences in the two side by side, or should I say back to back. If you have any questions, let me know. Look for the video that is going to have the decibel differences between the three, and I'll get that up as soon as I can, as soon as I get the decibel readings on the OEM, and then we'll go from there. Have a good one.